We're a little behind the schedule, but now I'll say a few words myself. I will tell you the following. We're talking without slides. I wanted to say that I came from Ukraine. We started in our country implementing the strategy of blocking based on 2 decrees of the president. We don't have either legislative base in this area. Moreover, we have an interesting norm in the communications law, which says that the operator is not responsible for the content transferred via its network. Still, there was an example when Yandex was blocked, and we were told that we need to block all the Yandex services. Within 2 days, Yandex went to Cloudflare, and some people they closed the Cloudflare and then set it to Mir. Well, it all ended up with the Ukrainian uplink being disconnected from everyone for 8 hours. We had the majority of the channels disconnected. How have you worked with IP telephony, voice IP in 1990s? Do you remember what happened then? There is one subscriber, another subscriber, something calling each other, something goes through, something is not going through, because not in all routers the needed codecs and software. So it was a zoo, and it didn't really work properly. This is what we're facing now. This is the artificial reproduction of the situation that we had with the voice IP in the 1990s. It's an analogy for you to understand what our situation is now. If we understand it, we need to make the following step. We need to create a working group that, without a hassle, discuss this, that will come up with approaches that will save us from the problems that we had in the past. When we were preparing this panel, when we also used the other experts, we concluded that it would be interesting for us to end this discussion with a proposal to start a working group that will work with ICANN, RIPE, and others. A working group that would start discussing these things. That's why we're addressing the management of the relevant respective organizations. Now, you can ask questions. I can warn you before asking questions. We asking questions here are technological nature, B, technical nature, and C, administrative questions. We're not discussing political questions. We're not discussing who is good and bad, whose authorities are good or bad. We don't discuss things that could lead us to this side. And you only have 1 minute, or the microphone will be switched off. Also, one more thing. Yesterday we were told a complaint that members of the program committee are asking too many questions. So those of you who are not in the committee, you're free to ask, and he has a priority here. That's a censorship, Give the girl to